So, hello everybody. I have a guest on, and until we get some people watching this show, I just want to tell you who she is. If you don't know, this is my good friend Candice Burton. She's a doctor of happiness. Actually, what are you really, a psychologist?
Hypnotherapist, psychologist, the whole energy healer, massage therapist, you name it. It's all about the body, mind, and spirit, but really about the mind. Mind power is what I call it.
And so the great thing about Candice is that she is literally always happy. And I agree with the happiness factor because I'm usually pretty happy myself. So we have a lot in common. But there is one thing that we don't have in common, and that's the fact that I do lots of Facebook Live shows, and Candice doesn't know how to do them. So I thought that I would help Candice get her Facebook Live show on board. So she came over here to my house today, and so we've been doing a session this morning, and I taught her all about how to go live. But, you know, the lesson really isn't complete until you do it. So here we are. Candice is doing her live show with me kind of as a practice, and you guys can watch, and if you have anything to add and you think that there's something Candice should be doing for her business, which is really why she wants to do this. So tell us a little bit about what your business is and what you do, Candice.
Well, I really am here to help people learn how to be happy so that you can be happy from the inside out, no matter what is happening in your environment, in your life, or in your body. You have control of your thoughts, and that's the biggest thing I teach people. I work with the subconscious mind. I do life coaching. I may put you on the massage table and use my magic hands along with some coaching. Depends on whatever is needed at the time. But the bottom line is we can be happy because we can choose the thoughts that we think. We are not victims.
Exactly. And I love that because this is a victim society, and people are walking around all sad-faced and upset because things aren't going their way, not realizing that they have the power to create their own happiness.
Absolutely right. And it doesn't matter if it's pouring rain on your holiday. It doesn't matter if you suddenly got sick or even in a car accident. It's how you view and what you think about the things that are coming into your life that can create happiness or make you feel like, oh my God, it's happening to me all the time.
Because everything happens for a reason, doesn't it?
Yes, everything. It could be a gift or a lesson. So when some contrast comes into your life, something that we would typically say bad luck, but we call it contrast because without that, we are not shooting these rockets of desire into the air to get more good things into our life. And it's our mind that attracts that in through our mind power.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that when things are not going your way, that's a sign for you to maybe change something, or, you know, like saying everything happens for a reason. So if something isn't going your way, it's a good idea to wonder, why did this happen and how can I make it better? Because like you said earlier, if something really bad happens to you, that means something really good is also going to happen.
Right, because it's like a stick with something good at one end and the opposite at the other. So when something that I would call contrast, or we would say, oh, this is not good luck, comes into our life, there's always a gift or a lesson. So rather than focus on the yucky feeling of it, let's flip it over and say, what is the lesson? What's the good part? And one of the phrases I use, and I'll say it nicely here, is if you see pony poop, don't focus on the poop. There's a pony somewhere. Go look for the pony.
I love
so
that.
Always look for what is the gift, what is the lesson in whatever happens in your life. And that will keep you in this high, happy vibration. And your mind is so powerful. Your mind power is like a magnet. So what you think about the most, with the most energy, is what you attract back. If it's high, happy things, I say a high vibration, you will attract good stuff. But if you notice the low, yucky feeling, and that's all you have to do is notice, how do I feel in my gut? If it's yucky and you stay in that yucky place, guess what? Now you're a match to be late, to lose the business deal, to lose money, to get sick, to have a car accident, or just get sick and have the flu. It could be little or big, but you don't want to hang out in this low, yucky vibration. The minute something goes wrong in your life and you feel that yuck in your gut, you go cancel. You don't focus on that negative. You immediately flip it to a positive thought. What can I be grateful for? That's the easiest first one. What can I be grateful for on this beautiful day?
And that's kind of what you're doing, because you were trying to figure out how to use Facebook Live, and you were apparently doing it all wrong. You didn't know how things work.
Right.
You're not a techie, but you knew that you know somebody who could help you. So,
yes, and thank you to her. But she's taken so much time with me, and it's so much fun to learn from Jill. So I'm really happy she's got such a fabulous following, and I've got a lot to learn, and so here I am, and I appreciate it.
You are so welcome, and I have to say, we're here on Memorial Day, and one of the things that Candice focuses on is how to get over the loss of a loved one. And Memorial Day is really a great time to do that, and because this is a day where we should be thinking about people who aren't here anymore with us, but they greatly impacted our lives and our country.
Exactly.
So, to that end, Candice is actually doing a retreat that's coming up on Labor Day, right?
Yes. Actually, I'm co-hosting this with Dr. Lee Suttner, who ran the Geological Field Station for Indiana University for decades up in Montana. And he also was the Associate Dean of Schools and Sciences. And he and I are working together for 2 weekends in a row, and you have a choice whichever weekend. It'll be a 5-day weekend. It'll be Labor Day or the following weekend. And if you go to the website, you'll see all the information
about
it.
What's your website?
And it's Being Happy Again, being-happy-again.com. And what it's
Great
for
title.
is anybody who's lost a loved one, whether it's a partner, whether it's a child or a parent or a dear friend. Or one couple said, oh my gosh, my sister lost her dog a year and a half ago and she just can't even function. And I said, send her over. She's from England. And I said, if she needs to bring a friend, bring a friend. And she said, she's lost all her friends. She's been grieving about this dog for so long.
That's amazing, Candice. Just to quickly, people lose their pets. It is like losing a family member.
Yes.
But they don't get the same kind of consideration that people who have lost family members get.
Exactly.
And it's really very sad because you have lost somebody who is maybe closer to you than your own children. I mean,
Yes.
you guys know me and Muffin. Muffin and I, we sleep together every night. We're besties. And she wasn't in my life. I don't know what I'd do. But I will have to face that someday, as we all do, because death is a fact of life. And, there is no life without death.
That's true.
Unfortunately.
Absolutely. And that's why they say dog is man's best friend, because it will never turn on you, and they stay in the moment and their present time, love, 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 and support. So even if you've lost a pet, if you know somebody who's lost some loved one, please go to this website, being-happy-again.com. We're holding this in the beautiful mountains of Montana.
Oh, cool.
And it's been proven scientifically that if you're out in nature, you're in present time and you're open to receiving new ideas and you're just in this happy, happy place. So Dr. Lee Suttner, that I'll be doing this with, he's going to be teaching you about the history of the earth and what these beautiful mountains are all about. And I'm going to be teaching you about your mind and how to use your mind power by dealing with the subconscious and just giving you advice and training in how you can switch your thought from the negative to the positive. And I guarantee whoever comes to the seminar, either weekend, will go home a different person. Absolutely guaranteed. So do come join us and pass this on, please, to other people.
So when people go into the mountains of Montana, wow, I've never been to Montana, and you guys know I've been everywhere, but Montana is not a place that I've ever been to. However, I am a closet geologist. Did you know that about me?
No, and it's glorious there. You would love it.
I know, and I really, I love minerals and, learning about the earth, and actually I've written a lot of articles about mining.
Well, then you better come too.
I know. I think I'm going to have to go on this retreat, so guys, let us know if you want to come too. I think it would be so amazing. Tracy, you are so right. There is so much power in positive thinking. And if you think about it, there's also power in negative thinking. So what power would you prefer to have?
Right.
Since
what you think about is what you bring about. So just pay attention to your gut. If it feels yucky because you just thought of something, go cancel, stop right in the middle of that sentence and switch it to a positive thought on any topic. But the easiest, fastest one is, what can I be grateful for right now? And it'll get you into that high vibration right away.
Well, what if you can't find something to be grateful for in the minute? Is there something else? Could you focus on a flower or something pretty?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, just look at the sky. And even if it's raining, we have a choice. You can either go, oh, no, it's raining and I was going to play golf today, or you could go, Look at all the people that are starving for food and water around the world, and look what we have. And our flowers are happy and drinking, and they're becoming beautiful because they're drinking in that water. So there's always a way to smile, no matter what is going on. There's always a gift.
Or go hug your pet.
Yeah,
find a dog.
Sure,
you know?
for sure.
Like, seriously, I see little Muffin, she's laying there and I'm working, and she's just sleeping, and I feel like throughout the day I have to go and hug her, just because it makes me feel better.
And that's why people bring puppies and kitties, but more puppies, to nursing homes and children's hospitals, because you just see their faces light up when they see this little animal, this little fur ball that just is unconditional love.
Well, and animals are in the moment. Animals don't live for the future, and they don't wallow in the past. They're right there for you at that time, and that is what we all could learn from animals, is to stay in the moment.
Exactly, and I think that's why a dog is man's best friend, because it doesn't matter if you were bad to your dog. When you come home, he's so happy. He's going to jump and wag his tail and just be thrilled that you're home, because he doesn't think about this morning. He's thinking now.
Right. And he's not mad at you because you left him in the morning.
That's right.
He's
okay
thrilled
you're
with
home
He's
now.
like, yay, you're back.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly right.
And wouldn't life be so much better if we all thought that way?
Absolutely.
Instead of thinking how somebody wronged us, think of how they're righting us, that...
It's true, and I just had that experience the other day. I thought of somebody who had been really kind of rude to me at one point when I met her a year ago. And this time I went, you know what, I'm just going to hold it in my mind that something was wrong with her that day, or she, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not about me, and it was her in that moment, and I'm not going to hold her in that negative place in my mind, because that doesn't serve me. And I certainly don't need to attract more negativity from her. So she was fabulous the next time I was with her. Fabulous. And I went, yay, this works. I mean, all day long I'm going, yay, this works, but it does.
Well, it does work.
Yeah.
And it's so easy. That's the thing. You have people who are just so miserable, especially in today's climate, where I find that people are just, they can find anything to be upset about,
Yeah, exactly.
But if you go looking for trouble, you will find trouble.
I know, and that's why coming to this retreat will be helpful for those who have lost someone. I know somebody mentioned, what is the website again? It's being-happy-again.com. And all the information will be there, and Lee's phone number will be there as well. I'm Dr. Candace Burton, and at the end I'll give you my phone number, because mine is not on that web. Oh, it is on the website, actually. Yeah, it is. It's just not on the business card.
Well, we can put it all. We'll put it in the comments.
Good.
Either way, and share this around. And you guys help Dr. Candace get more people to look at her stuff and what she's doing, because we need a lot of happiness in the world.
Yes, we
we need it more than anything, especially today. And I think that if we have one person who can affect people to feel better, then that is one person that we need to promote.
Well, thank you for that. And the thing is, there's a wonderful training that I took and certified in Happy for No Reason. And it really is great when you can be happy from the inside out, and you don't have to have a reason, except that you want to be happy. And wouldn't we all feel better if we're happy, instead of harboring anger and guilt and blame and all that? I mean, nobody feels good when we do that, so why do it?
Exactly.
It's not necessary.
No, it's really not. And if you can do anything to make somebody else's life better, that will make your life better too. I always found that when I was depressed, when I lived in Switzerland, it was really hard for me sometimes to deal with the world, because
Right.
I didn't speak the language very well. I didn't always understand what was going on, and I felt very kind of discombobulated. And my answer to that was to volunteer. And so I went to the English-speaking community center, and I volunteered by teaching writing classes.
That is
and
fabulous.
It just changed my life. And I taught them for free, but the people that I taught were like, it made their lives better. So, and I also won the best new program of the year that year. So
Really?
that was pretty cool. Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah.
But that's such a wonderful thing to remember. If you're down and out, if you've had a loss, whatever it is, or people that are retired and maybe people have been dying and they don't have a lot of friends left, go volunteer somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so wonderful when you can go just visit somebody in an old people's home, or go
an
visit
animal shelter. You
Yes,
can go
for
there
sure.
and play with the dogs. They
you walk a
love
dog
that.
and
Yeah.
pet the dogs, and or children's hospital. But when your focus is on others rather than your own misery, guess what? It turns your whole life around. I mean,
That's
that's
right.
perfect that you did that in Switzerland.
Thank you. Yeah, I really found that it was very helpful for me, and everybody would thank me, and I'd be like, no. I'm getting more out of this than any of you are.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
I
great.
really was the one who was benefiting. So Tracy makes a good point here. You cannot make other people happy. That is so true. You can only make yourself happy. And in making yourself happy, you do make other people happy, because nobody wants to be around a sad sack, right?
That's true. Absolutely
But,
true.
but it's not your responsibility to make other people happy. It is your responsibility to make yourself happy. And that's very, very important. So I think Candace can back me up when I say that, you know, it is the greatest thing in the world to feel good about yourself. Because if you don't feel good about yourself, you cannot really feel good about others, right?
That's so true. And that's the thing, is that, you know, you can bring somebody to me for help, to quit smoking or to feel better or to change a habit. But guess what? If that person doesn't want help, nobody can help him. Nobody.
Exactly.
That person has to at least want some inkling of hope. How can I love myself? I can help you with that. But that person has to come to me, not the wife or the husband or the parent. Say, fix my person. It doesn't work like that.
And that's why I called this post "Get Help," because getting help. Because sometimes it's really hard to ask for help.
Right.
But when you do, you're not the only one helping. Like, somebody who's helping you is also helping themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you can just convince somebody who's stuck and doesn't know where to go next, say, just, you know, give this person a call and just talk to Candace on the phone for a few minutes and see what you think. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to see her. You don't have to follow up. But give her a call. And just maybe she'll make you feel a little bit better. And that's just the first step, and that's all you have to do. And then maybe I can open them up to wanting to feel better, because I can help everybody feel better. They're just open.
So one more time, tell us what your website is and how people can contact you. And you can give out your phone number if you want to.
Yeah, I'll give my phone number
And
because...
we'll put it in the comments as well.
Okay, great. Because my website is Dr. Candace, Candace, Burton, Burton, at yahoo.com. Although right now I think we're doing some construction on it. But my phone number, where you can either text me or you can PM me as well on Facebook. My phone number is 954-993-3358. And again, beinghappyagain.com has both Dr. Lee Suttner and my numbers on it. So you can connect any way you want.
So it sounds like Muffin is like unhappy right now. My dog, she usually doesn't bark until, you know, she wants
time to go.
Yeah,
Must be our time to
I
go.
think it's time to go. Okay, so thank you so much, Tracy. She put your number in the comments.
Thank you,
She's awesome.
and happy Memorial Day. And let's just remember all the wonderful people that gave their lives for us so we can live in this fabulous country.
Absolutely. So, and I also want you guys to come over to my page again later this evening at 6 o'clock. Actually, I'll be there at 4 o'clock at Bow Campers in Fort Lauderdale, where they are hosting the most amazing Memorial Day event it's just going to be so touching. And one of the speakers is an author who I've been working with, and his son, actually, Sergeant Thomas Bohal, had died in Afghanistan I guess 9 years ago, 2011. So they are honoring him at Bow Campers today. It's going to be amazing. I hope you'll be there
for
too.
sure. It's great. I'm excited to go.
Yeah, it's really going to be quite an event, and to remember everyone, all the, not just the people who have lost their lives fighting for our country, but their families. You know, these are people who are unsung heroes,
Right.
And they've sacrificed even more than the soldiers have sacrificed, because they didn't ask for it. You know,
Right.
The soldier makes a choice to go to war, but the family, they got to put up with that decision and deal with it.
And
So-
then those who didn't die, but who were maimed
Yeah,
and have had all these
injured.
horrible PTSD and all these other horrible things, and the families of those people. So there's a lot for us to remember today, with a lot of love and gratitude.
Exactly. So with that said, I'm going to leave you now. Candace, I'm so glad you got to come and
thank
and
you.
meet
This
all
is
of
so
my
fun.
friends
Thank you
here
so
on
much.
Facebook. And I would like to talk to you again and do another show with
me
you.
too, me too.
And I will be promoting your show, or when you're doing your thing on
great.
Facebook Live, and hope you've learned some things.
Well, here's this
today.
little techie in training, so thank you for putting up with this and listening, and have a beautiful day.
Yeah, you guys are awesome, and we will see you later for Memorial Day. So at Bow Campers, that will be this evening. The event starts at 6, but I'll be there at 4, so I'll give you a little sneak sneak peek preview. And so stay tuned for that, you guys. Oh, and I also have to let everyone know, I will not be running for office for the 104th district like I said I was, because apparently somebody else is already running who is a patriot, and he's got a great chance. He's a great candidate, and I don't want to take away from that at all. So I found that out. So I'm really glad that, somebody's going to stand up and take control of this situation where we have someone we need to run for the 104th district in Broward County. So that's really great, and I don't have to do that. So I'm really pretty relieved, because I was not looking forward to running for office. It's not something I really have ever wanted to do. I just thought that if nobody would step up, I would be that person, but I don't have to. So yay, I'm happy. All right, and I don't need any help, so it's all good. All right, so like I said, I'll see you guys later today at Bow Campers for our Memorial Day celebration, and until then, you guys have a wonderful day.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Whoop. As I knock the camera down.